The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning, small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
Oh! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.
Yes, Girlie Locks the Vice Box, yeah man, we're there again, yes. Purple Nation, welcome to In the Meantime episode 47 and a quarter entitled Here We Go Again. What I mean by that, here we go again, another week, another lick out, another bag of nice. Another bag of guys that play fool for catch wise. On this episode I know me continue for show the one them, so boy. Mankind, yeah man, yes, especially in the Western Hemisphere, so now. Socialize for the actors, Rasta, who go against when nature intended, Rasta, go against the life when nature intended, and we have see some serious results, and no matter how most of we see it, is like we just say it no real, it not happen, I know so it go. And that is the real problem, we are cause every other problem in a mankind right now, me I tell you. Pretending not to pretend, you say? Yeah man, yes, Virgin, yes man. All our problems have them foundation, have them root in this pretense and vehement and aggressive rejection of objective reality, brethren. This is why nobody at all now grow up. We trapped in a Neverland, Rasta, me I tell you that. And me I tell you so right now, me concerned for Jamaica, brethren, me I tell you that. What you mean? Oh, you mean, brethren, let me tell you something, man. Right now, Jamaica cock up and a set good for the backers. I tell you so the internet erode or destroy the last semblance of moral order with this little country used to have, Rasta, and it did make with the shining star of the Caribbean. Right now, we see Obia man come on TV and I tell you how them Obia people are what them do, Rasta. I tell you if you like, share and subscribe. Really? Yeah, man, brethren. Them a promise I'll dopey discount, Rasta. Like say, boy, them will give you 2 dopey free if you go angle your business if them subscribers reach a certain amount. By a certain time. Brethren, hey, Jamaica, boy, I don't know. Jamaica gone, brethren. Indeed. Yes. You me tell you, say, brethren. Right now, if you look on the map, I could have one cliff out of Elsha left. Me I tell you that, Rasta, Jamaica gone. Brethren, when we see how much youth, how much little picnic I got school, you know, with guard ring, brethren, you know, say. It'll get serious. Anyway, big up all of my patron them, yes. And all members of the channel, yes, Rasta. And everyone who help this channel, Rasta, and really a fight for see this thing, because let me tell you something, man. This thing under attack, you know, Rasta. The amount of things what we go through to keep this program forward into the item, brethren. Let me tell you something, man. I don't want to start telling you because that could be a different show by itself. Yeah, man, big up all the purple soldier, them Rasta, and everyone who like, share, and subscribe. Big up everyone who support the channel in any kind of way, Rasta, me I tell you that. Yes, and it's a vital part of this thing, yeah. And a big purple shout out here now to a purple soldier named Theodore. It is coming from Shante. Yeah, man, everyone who buy Planet Earth, man. Yes, whole heap of respect. So as usual, this section of the program is brought to you by Vice Box Studios, the voice of a nation, and Madvert Multimedia. If it's not Madvert, it's not an advert. Also brought to you by Bunks About, Kids Party Rentals. It's at Bunks About for the finest in all things related to kids party and fun days and other events, yes. So when you want to customize and experience your child or just a regular patron in general that they will never forget, don't just bunks go all about. Bunks About. Call them right now at 876-404-1714. And this section is also brought to you by Renaissance Immigration Services, yes. Them are the greatest thing in a immigration in a Canada. I have to tell you that. Them tested and proven. Just call Renaissance now at 437-703-1147 to 8. The consultation is absolutely free. And as usual, if you're in America and hear about Renaissance immigration, and you don't want a service like that and you're in America, yes, don't panic, Rasta. There is also Lewis Law Professional Association. And like me always say, Rasta, all when the whole graveyard of immigration crisis are running down, them can put a stop to it. Them deal with all things like visa, citizenship, removal of conditions, waivers and all matters related to immigration in America. Call them now, 954-530-1717 for access immigration. Heaven.
In the meantime...
Truth and reality and a dream time. Curly locks. In the meantime, listen to theme time. Galanga tell them say a rasta run the world, a curly locks around the world.
Chicks the king of the purple nation. When we say purple, we mean that.
The comment of the day is coming from Jack Attack. Yeah, Jack say, Bless Vice Box, what is your take on the whole soldier winning the Grammy? I know white people are take over the thing. And also why dancehall water down to the point where the Billboard removed the reggae singles category and replace it with Afrobeats. Also, I want your input on the whole Shensia saying on her live some time ago. Say 5 years she give dancehall. And that she's done what she's done for dancehall. But she's now a pop artist. Alright, go as usual answer the questions according to the order where you ask them. So, watch out now, Jack. Alright, so the first mega answer is the soldier and the Grammy and why the reggae declined. And not even go too much into that. If you is a fan of In the Meantime, then you would have known when me think about this thing a long time. I suggest you listen over the entire season when it upon break. But like how it a wind down you know, I'm going to take the opportunity to show the eye them in practical examples, yeah man, of many things where me show the eye them on this show, yeah. Coming right up to this point. Because again, many people learn better than we the Rasta. So this situation here is definitely one of them scenarios that we can help do that. So we could start off with the twin reality in this Grammy thing, you know. Jamaica have two different type of music culture where the international world group up as one because one now. After Bob Marley, Jamaica became synonymous with reggae. In other words then, when you say reggae, Jamaica is automatically the next word to follow. So for them thing I know again is that Jamaica or anything Jamaican is reggae. Really? Yeah man, brethren, now where I ask me say. Them no make no distinction between the two genre, brethren. Them just know say right now. Them don't know say even though the two of them, the two music genre, come from the same place, which is the ghetto. Reggae and dancehall is not the same thing. Them speak for two different complete set of people in that place where it come from. And therefore, like me always I say, them need two different categories in the award shows. May I tell you that?
Yes, I remember you saying that.
Yeah man, Spice and Grams Morgan don't do the same kind of music. So them shouldn't in the same category. Because reggae represent the kind of people who fight for live right through moral discipline and virtues. And dancehall represent the kind of people who mostly rebel against discipline. Reggae represent those who in touch with spirituality. And dancehall represent those who more into the superficial, surface reality of things. People who just preoccupied with fun. Reggae a ghetto gospel. And dancehall is secular.
But, my brother, Bob Marley did say, he did say that forget your troubles and dance.
Yeah, man, but I think it did mean for tonight and few other night occasionally. Not for the rest of your life. In a 3-party a night, every night. You have a balance, brethren. How much time I tell the item? So the Jamaicans in Jamaica never like Bob Marley and this reggae thing I must sing. What them call boring.
So they didn't like reggae music in Jamaica?
No, brethren, even Alton Ellis and Ken Boothe did hotter than the Whalers of Jamaica. When them took up Rasta, which is the soul of reggae. Reggae music back in a them time there to this very day has never been the first, or should I say, a popular choice of music for the average Jamaican.
I know you've answered this question before, but why you think that is? Just to reiterate for people.
Because it's just like In the Meantime. It includes the details when most don't like face. Because it require them to think, and that is something most people like other people do for them. Many of them prefer other program when mimic this, but leave out the whole of the details where them feel so them not have no time for focus on. Because them a miss out on something else. This good versus evil is a universal struggle. It's not a Jamaican struggle, Rasta. So when Jamaica try to suppress or hold back, I go reveal itself to other human beings across the globe. This reaction to Soldier now, winning this Grammy now, it just show me more than ever. It confirm for me how blind people is and how much, or how superficial them is. And how them can't see past the surface or anything. And say the two energies at war will cause everything. The average person just selfish and one-track mind.
And let's pretend that a fan of Purple Soldier want to understand what you mean by that. Not me, I understand you. But a Purple Soldier want to understand what you mean by that. What would you say?
Ah, boy, alright. Watch out now. Let's say right now some black man, yes, for argument's sake. Some black man did win the Grammy Award, and then when they look here, the whole white crowd, I say, boy, where them black boy you come from, I come win man Grammy in a man white award. What them I deal with? Imagine what would have been the reaction of the black community. The item say the meanness, yes or yet? Because of slavery and what we go through, Rasta. What we ancestors go through. Not even say we. We feel so we have a copyright for suffering. And nobody no go through what we go through. And many of we have this thing for say, boy, well, black people cannot be racist. A fuckery in attack.
But I for one believe that too. I don't think black people can be racist.
Brethren, listen.
I don't.
Brethren, watch a man. Look up the definition of racist, Rasta. What it mean? It mean prejudice against or antagonistic towards a person or group on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. I tell you no long time, brethren, so we have a culture problem, not a color problem.
Yes, you've always said that.
Yeah, man, and a race war, a class war between poor and rich. Race war is an idea we keep poor blacks and whites distracted from the real issues that them focus on, and that is financial literacy. And them who is the poor are the slave in the system. Hey, brethren, who you feel say a rich elite white person then would I invite for dinner? A poor white person who can't do nothing for them? Or a rich black person who useful to them? Brethren, you think the rich white upper class like a bone in the poorer white people where them call white trash? A white people call them, so I'm tired of telling you that. And these white trash are usually the type who do rebellious things like reggae music. You think black people, American and otherwise, support reggae music like white people?
They don't.
Brethren, let me tell you something, man. It's a reality. This was depressed Bob Marley. Enough people don't know that. Bob Marley used to wonder how all I'm sure them are just pay white people. When them a sing for uplift black people and black people now support them. It make Tash nearly jump off of somewhere. When the upper class, elite, slave master strategically destroy it, when them rebrand it and open the Disney branch of reggae and turn it in a costume party. The slave them who it used to defend and stand up for, who that music used to stand up for. Stand up and watch them destroy it. Because them live in a state of anxiety where make them can't understand nothing at all about reality, you know.
Really?
Yeah, man, them anxious and uncertain about everything. It make you see them ball about everything because them not sure about nothing at all. So them impossible for please, Rasta, because watch out now. See, soldier them say, boy, alright, respect to the foundation, big up Jamaica. And boy, yes, I wanna do this. And the people them still a look out and I go and bad and I say this and that and I mock them and mock way. Make them never say that. Them say, boy, you see it? Them take what thing and them not even call with name. Because the truth is, them don't even understand where them offended about. Them just know that them feel outraged because everybody else outraged.
So aren't you upset about this cultural appropriation and that they're taking our reggae, Jamaica's biggest natural resource, my brother?
Brethren, no one can take away our culture in a Rasta. Them can borrow it, but them always have to go carry it back to the origin, yeah man, in order for it truly work for them. The original culture can never be forgotten in the same sense where you can't say pyramid and don't say Egypt. I'm going to tell you something. You see, whatever expression God did use to free the Israelite slave them from Pharaoh, it are the same voice of God where we are channel to create this powerful expression named reggae. We still a pressure Pharaoh up to this day. It is only that the Pharaoh name changed to President, Prime Minister and King. The story not change. Reggae is another manifestation of God voice a talk to man. And no man can own God voice. Them can only use it. None of we not own reggae. Nobody cannot own reggae. The spiritual consciousness known as reggae, what we call reggae, higher than every man, what we really own is our unique expression of the spiritual energy where we give name and call it reggae. Man is just a vessel where transmit this thing here, this energy here.
Really?
Yeah, man, it higher than man, Rasta. Not black man, not white man. Mankind. Yeah, man, me agree. Yes, I agree. Say people must be credited accordingly for anything at all where them create or bring awareness to. But we tell you all the while, say it's not credit is the problem, it's insecurity. Only the insecure fight for protect things where them don't really want. Them just don't want nobody else to want it. We might own the unique way we express with this energy a channel. You understand? But we don't own the energy itself. We use to channel it. I can't tell you enough that the biggest part of this problem here what we have faced is the people themselves. Yes, the poor people. The slaves themselves who are the chosen vessels, yes, for this type of art form.
How so?
Because them have the talent but lack the major factor where them need to exploit them own talent. And that is financial and business literacy, brethren. So who them are going to end up at the pen pan for have for them best interest at art?
There's a purple soldier right now listening that might want to know who that is. Not me, a purple soldier.
No, the same slave master who depend upon them, the people, for be idiot in order for slave and control them. The social model we follow make we not have no time for learn business, but only caught up in everybody business. And this wrong with everything where we are trying to do, not just music. And it make we abandon reggae. Because we like the idea of Bob Marley. But how much height we live?
The more things change, the more they remain the same, you're saying?
Yeah, man, because we don't have no time for practice what we are preach. So here comes the mimicking again now, which is a big part of the problem in this thing, yeah. Because 99% of who you hear a lick out and who admit, say, boy, you're our fault and we dash with reggae, etc. Mimic. Them a mimic them values the Rasta. Because people seem to gravitate towards that type of thinking. Yeah, man, humility and live the best life is now a trend, Rasta. Yeah, man, the idea of have sense, a trend. But you know what now go trend? The program, yeah, man, like In the Meantime or any other program. We get into the boring details of how to make all these ideas what we think we believe true. So everybody I do again, they might do the right thing for the wrong reason. Everyone want look humble and conscious but not practice it. Most of who are preach don't have no time for practice when them preach. And most of who are watch or listen don't have no time for compare with people are say to other things where them are say. To see which part one thing contradict the other. Everywhere you look at just what again? Real talk.
They don't mean it, you're saying?
No, man, most of them don't mean shit, attention and content them a look. So that's why this, like everything else, every week a 9-day talk. Because them just a listen people and a try say back what them a say. But ask most of them for go into details of why them a say what them a say. See if they don't start bite up them tongue and change the subject. People who show with the use of anything where we don't believe in is always our worst enemy. Because we don't want to see something where we write off and dash we have use.
That's true.
Yeah, man, I see him like the girl will fight back for her man every time another girl look on him. But she don't want him. She just don't want nobody have him. And him go turn out successful without her. Ideas of anything at all without practice can't sustain. This again is like when you have something. Throw down, Rasta. And in your garage for years and a virgin show up and I say, boy, you want that something there because I notice it just throw down in one corner how long and all of a sudden you dust it off and send for vacuum cleaner. Yeah, right now I want it. Are you interested in it all of a sudden? Yeah, man, you just want it. The same thing we do with people what we do it. We treat the girl or man like a load of shit and when somebody want them we turn fool. And start treat them good for 3 days until the threat gone. And this happen with soldier them right now. Yeah, man. When we see others take up what we don't want, we just want it all of a sudden.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
So we are man go tell me say no. UB40 and Simple Red and them great whites there. Them not do nothing in a reggae. Them not do nothing for reggae. UB40 now. And them sing the big song we say, wise men say, only fools rush. I tell you that the biggest song. That song there was a leg opener for me back in the day. I tell you that it not normal. So we also know a man like him and people like Simple Red don't contribute nothing to the culture of reggae. Because them white. So just because you see some man white, you think all of them get along or they the same place on the social calendar. You have white people who go through some rascal thing boy your brethren. Or you think UB40 get them name?
How did they?
UB40 is the unemployment farm of England where you sign up to get government funding. A thing where them call grant or subsidies. Yeah, man, subsidies. The man, they meet at the unemployment office, brethren, and wait on them unemployment check. And I saw the group farm.
I truly didn't know this about them.
Yeah, man, brethren, do your research. I tell you, hey, brethren, watch a man. Reggae represent for the oppressed and a whole, not just oppressed Jamaicans. And that's why it's so effective in bringing down the apartheid regime in South Africa. Because the oppressed could have seen them own struggling at it and it bring them through some dark time. Some of the greatest reggae songs them when we know, brethren, and some white people sing them, brethren. Again, the music, the energy where inspire the music is higher than mankind. It's ego make we think all the time so we can copyright God or the expression of God. Watch a man, be still and know say that thing the higher than you. Are the same outside people them when we are cuss. It'll make even dancehall have the value wait have now, you know.
Really?
Yeah, man, if a Jamaica alone dancehall did long time to a government on both sides for decades fight this rascal, yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah, man, if I never the Japanese them like Almighty Crown and them man the brethren, all sound culture get fuck already. And all participants in that fuck beard and gone at them bed long time. And we'd have plant flowers in a sound box. We, the creators and the artificers of this great reggae music, you have to just know, so we are just a vessel with the energy they use. If I never saw it go, reggae know that did with Bob Marley.
Six the king us a purple nation. When we say purple, we mean that.
In the meantime.
Alright, Jack Attack, apologies my brethren, because I don't think I'm going to get into the Shensia. The Shensia part of your question, but I'm going to do it for the next episode because time look away now. And I don't forget, say me have the Kanye thing to finish up for the idea. Remember that. But anyway, watch out now. If there was ever a song with fit what go on right now in Jamaica, may I tell you, is the other one here. It's not a new song, but it can't steal. Because like me I always like to say Rasta. It is about the war between good and evil and that can't get out.
Run it. That's how they had daddy. Go ahead.
In the meantime.
So back up now, the grave them a go back again.
In the meantime.
Six the king us a purple nation. When we say purple, we mean that.
Queen I freaker, yeah man. Times like these, yes, go support this one. It's there everywhere. You don't know if you find it. But yeah man, you go always have times like these if you not stop just say something and not start do something, Rasta, me I tell you.
In the meantime.
Galanga tell them say you Rasta run the world, a curly locks run the world. You have to know that. Curly locks, voice box, big up. Spraga Ben said that.
Alright, yeah man, remember to get my book Planet Hurt for Amazon.com. Yes, in all forms. Yes, you can get the other version for Audible and iTunes and them way there, yeah man, and just about anyway. And as usual, me I go tell you, say they are JA Deals, Constant Spring Road, right across from the Transport Center, yeah man, check out them website. JADeals.com for them other locations and them way they with them have it, you understand? So yeah man, they are Twin Gates Plaza, yeah man, upstairs Island Grill in our place name. Yes, cellular repairs, and you don't know it. There are selected locations of Kingston Bookshop, island-wide, yes. And talking about book, yes, the e-copy, yes, the e-version. I'm a first book, The Road to Zion, the on Amazon, you know, Rasta. And yes, within a week, you're going to have the hard copy and them way there. And yeah, within a few months, yes, we're going to have the audio version available. So yeah, man, check out that.
In the meantime.
This next section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration Services. Yes, man, them deal with all things immigration in Canada. So don't worry about the PR, or I should have said permanent residency, man. Renaissance Immigration have you. Yes, we understand, so sometimes I don't feel like there is no way out of certain things we not go through. But Renaissance believes, say, as long as there was a way into your immigration problem, there is always a way out. Call them now. 437-703-1147 to 8. And the consultation, as usual, me I go tell you now again, is absolutely free.
In the meantime.
I'm going to read another comment now, another VIP comment. It come from Easy Breezy. It's a blessed Vice Box. I heard that some time ago you spoke on the issue of reparations, but I can't seem to find that episode. But it is said that you spoke on the issue of Jamaica moving away from the Queen. Since these arguments have resurfaced in recent weeks, I would like to know what you think about the issue of reparations and if you think it is possible for Jamaica to be independent in this way. Alright, so there is mixed feelings, man. Whole heap of mixed feelings where this royal visitor now of William and Kate, yes, Princess William and Princess Kate, is concerned, yeah, man, when them visit. So, on one hand, yeah, man, the Rasta them say, boy, right now, yeah, man, and a few others too, I say, right now, Jamaica have to move away from this British monarchy thing, yeah, man. This
payments for wrongs done, you say.
Yes, brethren, yeah, man, them say right now, oh, them want reparations for all of the wickedness where the British do to them ancestors, yes, and then now, on the other hand, many people say right now, oh, well, don't have my ready and if we just move on and move past that because, yes, as bad as it was, it's a part of our heritage and, well, it's a similar argument, so.
But, my brother, to be fair, don't you think that indeed, reparations should be paid to Jamaicans, though, my brother?
Yeah, man, of course. Me agree with that. But there is a big problem with this reparation thing is concerned.
What problem is that?
What you mean? What kind of problem? Brethren, we now broke it down and see the whole picture of what really are going on. You know, brethren.
What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean? Alright, watch out now. We just look on this thing and say, boy, reparations to Jamaicans. Like say, boy, right now, too. Majority of Jamaican is not Caucasian, I should have say white. Then, yes. We feel like, say, no, the British should have paid back for what them do to we ancestors. But I know so it go.
What you getting at?
A two different set of ancestors. And nobody don't notice it, brethren.
I don't know what the hell you could be getting at right now. I don't.
Then you not learn, brethren, because what me I go say, no new, and of course me I say it, the ancestors of the poorer class is the field slave who, in reality, is them did receive this cruelty where we are demand reparation from the master. You understand what I say? And them did receive that cruelty where we have to pay back for. And the ancestors, whether you believe it or not, of the rich upper class people who govern Jamaica today, was the house slave. So them never see themselves as the field slave. As a matter of fact, them never see themselves as a slave at all. So throughout the generations, them don't only inherit the master deviant, immoral, and spiritually wayward behavior. Them also inherit the master wealth.
They inherited the master's estate, you saying?
Yeah, man. The master dead left been undone through the generations to this very day. And the model of the plantation remain the same. Remember me say all the while, you know, slavery never done, it just changed form. When slavery done, the physical slavery, they done, Rasta. Then you think them never have no common sense for know, so them know so them not carry you back to Africa where them take it from, you know. So which part, who you go end up have a turn to?
I guess the same masters. You've been saying, you're right, I think you're right.
Yeah, man, them just make every type of opportunity where can make the slave compete with them. Very expensive and them don't have money already. So it now do them nothing, Rasta. And then the next step now is what them do. Is just where them used to buy the food for the slave, Rasta. Because them have to feed the slave for the slave live. For do the work for them with the Rasta. Can't say that on this program have too much, Rasta. Them did have to feed the slave. So instead this time that what them do, them take the money and give the slave the money for go shop, go buy the food for themselves. And the slave swear to God to them a work and I get paid. It rough for that name the minimum wage today. Food money if you can go and eat and live to do the work on the plantation. You just get enough for minimal survival, yeah man, for make it back to work.
Just for survival?
Them now go give you a certain amount, we are going to make you have the option for do otherwise. So getting back now to the issue of reparations, alright. Because of two different set of ancestors, the slaves them did have, Rasta. We end up with the word of the day, which is dilemma, Rasta. Dilemma now means, say, when you have to choose between unwelcome alternatives. Or should I say, when you have to choose between two things where you don't like, none of them at all, but you have to choose one. Yeah. So watch the dilemma with this reparation, or payback thing, Wicked, because if the British pay this money, if the British pay this much trillion, to the descendants of the field slave, who is the average ghetto person today then, the poorer class, yeah. If them pay them that will be trillions, it's a big mistake because the average ghetto person, is not financially literate. So money can't help them.
Really?
No, man, because guess what? A long fingernail and KFC every day, plus lick up on table, and a screen baby mother call, you go see. And on the other hand, if the British give the money, to the upper class, who again is the descendants of the house slaves, Rasta. You understand? Then them go technically give back the money to the slave master.
That's a ridiculous assertion.
Where I say, Virgin, watch a man.
Ridiculous.
Alright. Well on, alright. Answer this then. Where them are inherit throughout the generations. Where the upper class are inherit.
Let's pretend I even give a damn and you can have the pleasure of thinking that you're telling someone who actually cares.
Are the same well to be life of slavery, Virgin. So that technically make them the same slave master. Just in a different farm in this time. So we end up in a fuck up spot, Virgin, because the people who deserve the money can't use it. And the one them who can use it don't deserve it. It's a serious problem, Virgin. This rough.
So what do you suggest that what do you suggest that the British do if they're supposed? Because I believe that they should pay reparations. What do you suggest?
I don't want none of the two group involved get $1 in the man, Rasta. So you want what? I would have preferred the British, yes. If them really intend then to say them all pay this reparation, I would have preferred them pay off the national debt. And then build couple business school we can teach the average Jamaican money management. We make them can develop and faster attitudes where can prevent them from end up in them previous fuck-up condition of financial illiteracy.
But you really believe that could compensate and that could be a form of reparation, my brother?
Oh, you mean if I believe say that could have been reparation? How you believe say reparation mean? Why you think the word repair in it? It is the act of repairing a damage or harm done. So a school like that, would a repair and prepare.
What you mean? I don't get it.
Oh, you mean repair the brain of the financially illiterate and prepare them for opportunity? Or them go always get opportunity and don't know how to use it? This would have been reparation done in the right and proper way. Those who interested in it could have gone to school and uplift themselves. And those who don't, just fuck off. That are the best way in this scenario, yeah. To separate the wheat from the chaff, yes. Average Jamaican don't understand business ethics. And them can't do business to save them life. The majority of them emotional and reactive to everything. And them don't understand boundaries and them carry every aspect of them personal life come at work. And let me tell you something, man. Me no for no, hey, watch out. No for no, here reparation, and things, boy, rich. But before you go in at the car mart, go pick out the latest Benz, I want the eye them know this. I no believe so the British are going to do it. But let's say them do it then, yes. Let's say hypothetically them do it. Rasta, so you have to realize by the time the bankers and lawyers who broker the deal take for them own out of the money there, Rasta. Each individual or family could end up with about 20 grand if so much. if we are going to consider not only the 3 million people who actually live at Jamaica then, but also consider the diaspora, those we out in the world. So I better that money used for build infrastructures. We can make money for each person sustainable instead of a one-time payment.
But, my brother.
Yeah.
I don't believe that,
What up?
Could you stop talking and let me finish my point? My brother, I believe the blacks were finally released and that, means free to do and be anything, including members of the governing body of the same country that enslaved them. This, my brother, is called triumph over adversity.
Foolishness, brethren.
That's what I believe.
A color you look on, brethren. A culture me look on. A human being is defined by whatever principles them follow. Me I tell you that. The slave master is not a white person, you know. It's a human we follow a particular set of principles. We based in a prejudice. And anybody who him deadlift those principles gay. And them follow it is him same fucking one. So realistically again, if the British monarchy give the upper class this money a Rasta, and the master them a get back, boy at this point, me a go big up every dog we a bark at the gate them all over Rasta. Cause I tell you the truth, you know right, it rough. Virgin, let me tell you something, man. Nothing no bigger than the principles where them a follow, me I tell you that.
You think you believe that?
Yes, brethren, me I tell you, a man is only defined. Let me say it again. A man is only defined by the principles where he believe. The class divide have everything to do with what we consider as success, brethren. And that are the root. Every other thing are just distraction. There's no much youth from all the ghetto, no see reach up in the highest part of society and remember some people them used to walk barefoot with all of a sudden. Them feels them too good. For some real people who used to dead for them. So we are telling brethren the upper class culture. Make out of the slave master principles and up to now, them look down upon the field slave. Me I tell you that. Because them still follow those principles where them inherit.
I don't think they're doing that. I think it's changed for the better, my brother.
And where I say some of the most devious people, brethren. You see, I come call themselves ladies and gentlemen of society. From way back down in a slavery and them same one today.
And you really believe that?
Do you never believe that? And them, I say them is prim and proper and decent. Yes, man. Same way. Like them predecessor, the slave master, who did kidnap a portion of people from them homeland and have them a work free and then call them ungrateful when them run with Rasta. I never see nothing so yet. The man them call them ungrateful and I say them should have thankful for the wickedness what them a do to them.
You can say what you're saying. I think it's changed. That's my opinion, and I'm keeping it.
Change what? Where I say, bridge, hey. And where you think up to now, we have some the most dirty thief in politician. Pam money, and I'll know them can't put Bob Marley on it.
Why you think that is?
Because of the same way them still a look on things. There is no politician in this country with more for this country than Bob Marley.
Rubbish.
Rubbish what, brethren? Why people put people face for money? Answer that.
I believe it's for that particular person to be commemorated or remembered for something great that they contributed.
Yeah, some great contribution where they make.
Exactly.
Alright, so tell me what great contribution then Donald Sangster make. What the average Jamaican really know about.
What do you mean?
Me do me research for months and days all the while, Rasta, and cannot find anything. Anybody know something with Donald Sangster do? Because me don't know everything, you know. This man will spend 48 days in a power before him dead. God rest him soul still. I have nothing against him. Oh, Donald Sangster reach pan the $100. How Shearer reach pan money. Hugh Shearer, who just like Buster Manti, a.k.a. the Rasta Killer, who did share the same kind of prejudice. And that prejudice come to light when in 1967, the people them did get tired of the conditions and say, watch a man, hey, this thing have it done, you know. And then this brother, you know, this virgin, this legend, when named Walter Rodney, man, the idea them good and know who Walter Rodney is. So let me go down backstory. Walter Rodney is a Guyanese lecturer from the University of the West Indies. I mean, I tell you, so the man I deal with Shearer, wicked by the social justice here. And when Walter Rodney fly out and re-enter the country, Share a block him and say him can't come here and a riot.
Really?
Yeah, man. Share a ban everything related to black power. And every kind of socialist literature. See, them a make new $2,000 bill then no Rasta and say, boy, right now we're going to put Manley and Siaga upon it, you know. Why you don't put Miss Lou side of one of them upon it? Matter of fact, why you don't put Miss Lou and somebody else all to complete? We not recycle the same set of people. Like say, we run out a hero, and we go on, the hero factory lock. So much people in this country with the greater things than most of them. But them fail to acknowledge the contributions of these people because of where them originate.
But my brother, how can they end up being honored if they are so wicked? My brother, I don't get it.
Because throughout the course of history, brethren, where the weak way, what people do is that they move far from them wickedness. You understand? Them far removed from it. When the few people who know what them do, either dead off or live in a bush, traumatized somewhere. Yeah, man, them come in like Columbus, man. Me I tell you. Them just get like a time and just rewrite history. And call it discovery instead of invasion. And by the time it reach around 400 or 500 years after that, Columbus no hero. Boy, I tell you, say it rough.
You believe that?
Oh, you mean never believe that? Let me tell you something, man. Couple hundred years from now, you could have heard say Siaga was a man that fly down in a cape and brief and come save children from a burning building. And that generation I go believe. And this is not me saying all of these people me a list out is just 100% bad, them only bad in a brethren. I am very sure and I have seen many good things with them do. But the evil with them do precede them. I should have said some of the people me name out because I don't know nothing specific, at least not right now, my private, where Sangster do as evil. But theme name, referring to theme name is to say, boy, me no see the great contribution to end up on the $100. I just don't see it. If they are them see it, send it in because again, me can't wrong. And when we say evil, brethren, me attack both sides. So yes, brethren, the prejudice still there. Alright, let me show you something right now. You know, see Princess and the Prince come here and a Bob Marley plays a trench town. First them stop. You think these slave master descendants from the upper class like that, brethren? And speaking of trench town, I know, brethren, I don't like how the Honorable Babs the Green. Yes, man. I don't like, we do L.A. Lewis. Yeah, we should do L.A. Lewis, never call for. I know most of we feel like a one condom could have prevent all of this when it comes to L.A. Lewis. But in this case, L.A. Lewis never wrong. I don't see what him do wrong. And this is not me attack you, know. This is me saying it could have deal with better. Boy, I tell you, say it's sad Rasta, but after all these centuries, me I tell you, say, the narcissistic relationship will exist between master and slave. No gone nowhere. And the same dynamics of the thing when them gaslighting Rasta. It them a use pan way. This is that thing where you will see. Where you will see something clear and see what is true and demand it. And they make you question even your own sanity. And tell you say what you're seeing does not exist. You know, see him so when David Cameron did come to Jamaica. The very day after him tell the Jews them say, well, never forget the Holocaust, man. Yeah, man. Very sad thing. And him come here, come turn up in a garden house and say, boy, slavery was an abhorrent thing, yeah, man. But just forget it and move on.
Oh, yes, he did say that.
Yeah, man. And David Cameron, for those who don't know, was the former British Prime Minister. And watch I know, I'm going to show you something where. When me tell you them all the while, say, don't listen to what people say, Rasta, just ease off and watch them and then them are going to reveal themselves, Rasta. Alright, William now, yes, the prince did make a speech. And in that speech, you know, it's a speech when him forward, yeah, when him there. In that speech, you know, and I quote, the man say, we are forever grateful for the immense contribution that this generation and their descendants have made to British life, which continues to enrich and improve our society. The man no know what he say. He might tell the people, them say, boy, right now, we give thanks for no slave labor, you know, if I know we can't live so good in a Rasta.
You really going there?
Oh, you mean if me going there? Them build, them society, them civilized society, will make them prim and proper, Rasta. Half a slave labor upon the backs of the poor. And then them cock up at night time with big long table. I have big dinner, Rasta. And none of who make it possible, make that dinner possible, is not invited except the people them we are serve the food, me a tell you, Rasta. And them won't even half of the people them a chicken leg. Watch a man. You know, kick over the table and run with a pot.
Get their attention, you say.
Here, man. Get them attention. But also know where you are the man.
But my personal thing is that I feel moving away from the Queen at this point, it's a great step in the right direction, and that will definitely solve the problems, my brother.
Bridge, you know what I say? Even if they move away from the Queen, if we move away from the Queen, that not solve nothing at all, Rasta. Because we have to move away from our mindset. And when we say we mindset, I mean the mindset, the prejudices in this country where the upper class have. And the ignorance will make the lower class into a slave for the upper class. Them two mindset they have to set aside. And this thing a wicked, Rasta, because the eye them a keep two party. Few much decades and we can't keep one. God Almighty, Rasta. Take time with the people, brethren. Now watch out now. If we are going to move forward in this, if this moving away from the Queen is really a serious thing, what we serious about, Rasta. And it's not we are follow Barbados and kind of have a little jealousy to Ryan and one bag of thing with it. If we serious about this thing, and the Constitution are going to reform, Rasta. The first thing where I would want to see, Rasta, is that they make it a thing where a man knows that them can't escape. Yes, the average Jamaican, you make it mandatory for them understand them constitution and the mechanics of them country, in other words, how it really work, understand it in terms of the process and not just the idea of the country. That way they know, them understand where the leaders are put to them. And they have all kind of anxiety where make them reject things and people where them don't understand. And this constitutional reform must rest squarely, yes, upon discipline. If it don't rest upon discipline, then it not gonna change. It's gonna be the same dirty body when up beard, just have on different clothes. And words are powerful thing in a Rasta, because now, when you see some tyrant and some people, some wicked people are named some holy streets, and for some people who we not even know from nowhere, it a preserve the energy we tie to them people where these places name off, you know. And we have far too much people who do great things for this country, for name the how much road them with their Jamaica. You understand? Right now, rename all of them something there, dash out them British something there, Rasta. We have to do a complete overhaul. Yes.
You think that's necessary?
Yeah, man. Rename Victoria Jubilee Hospital. They call that Mary Seacole Hospital. I do have a time, man. They had them research who that is if you don't know who me attack. A Jimmy Cliff Highway with a dip and a fly go Montego Bay, you know. And the next thing when I want immediately, when I want to see, is for the eye they make patois into a first language. You cannot speak a second language first and expect the average person in another country there to find it easy for literate. Put away this British mindset and allow the language of the slaves. You know, creative people have to be. If you take them from them homeland and them don't know this new place here, and them create a whole different language to communicate with one another and one dash with that and trample upon that. Full time now, the mothers them stop beat the pity them about to not talk bad. Them talk them language. Too long you force the average Jamaican to feel like say if them don't become you, the upper class, them is nobody. And also I would want to see a system where if one leader do something powerful and is governing and I do everything where them do right in a positive way, they might remain in a power as long as them do it good, or those things where them do good can't dash out when the new party come in a power. Simply because I know them do that. No country can prosper under that type of leadership the Rasta. We want to do something good and the next one come fling it away, all because of them boy, I don't like them boy there. Boy, them say when you bury your navel string, Rasta, you attach them for life, Rasta. A whole heap of time Jamaica make me feel like dig up my navel string. Yeah, man, more time they all bout to walk and look feet. Don't a little 2-bedroom house, don't a St. Elizabeth, Rasta. Me can't find it, you know. Me I tell you sometimes I feel like run away.
Hey!
In the meantime, 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 in between time.